much for joining me today. I'm really excited to offer you this 15-minute slow flow vinyasa practice focusing on waking up the whole entire body, energizing the heart, waking up the mind, and just getting you ready for the day ahead. This is also a really beautiful practice to do first thing in the morning or whenever you're feeling sluggish or a little low energy. It gives you that nice natural energy boost through mindful, conscious movement and always that deep breath. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and hop into something comfortable, set your sacred space, and let's begin. Coming to hands and knees first, and then opening up the knees as wide as it feels best for your hips right now. Tops of the feet come down to the mats, big toes towards one another, and we start to surrender the heart forward and down. Resting the forehead on the mat, on a blanket, a block, or even your hand. Somewhere you can just start to soften and release here. Just start to tune into the breath. Notice the rise and falling of your belly as the breath flows in and out. Feel the heaviness of your hips as they surrender back towards your heels. Feel the shoulders softening away from the ears, creating space in your neck. If you want to stretch the triceps a little bit here, bring the hands into prayer and take the thumbs towards the nape of your neck. Notice the breath. Making this connection, mind, body, and heart. Each inhale, each exhale, inviting you into the present moment. Deep breath in through the nose. Soft sigh out the mouth. Releasing the hands back down to the earth. And we start to lift the head. Let's start to come into tabletop, so walk the hands towards your body, come up onto the knees, and now here we are, shoulders right over the wrists, hips are over the knees, and let's spread the fingers wide. Make sure that you're grounding into the mounds of your fingers, not dumping all the weight in your wrists, so really active in the arms, pressing the earth away. Your choice if you want to tuck the toes to lighten the load on the knees, also provides a nice little stretch for the arches of the feet, up to you. Together, take a deep breath. Inhale, press the earth away. Through the nose, we exhale and hold. Again, tapping into that yogic breath in and out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. On the next inhalation, slowly just start to drop the belly. Arching the back as the tailbone lifts towards the sky, and we glide the heart forward through the gate of the shoulders. Inhale here for cow. Exhale, tucking the tail under, rounding through the back, chin to chest, cat. Inhale here. Hold for the exhale. Now flow with your breath. Inhale glides you forward, arching the back, belly heavy. Exhale, tailbone tucks, gently just starting to round through the spine, chin to chest, cat. Flow with your breath, in and out through the nose. Being mindful of your wrists, that you're not dumping all the way into your wrists. Spreading the fingers, distributing that weight evenly into your hands. Just continue flowing in and out of your cow and cat, following your breath. And perhaps we start to add some organic movement here. Maybe drawing some figure eights with the pelvis, rocking the hips side to side, front to back. There is no right or wrong. This is a beautiful time to close your eyes and just move in your body. feel it rather than trying to see it or compare. I always imagine seaweed flowing free, weightless, effortless, underwater. Tap into that seaweed energy here. One more round of breath. And then coming back into a nice strong tabletop position, all fours, spreading through the fingers. Inhale, sending the right foot all the way back. Flex that right foot. Press out of that right heel. Big toe points down. Big breath in. Big breath out. Option to keep both hands here. Maybe we play with balance today. Coming onto the fingertips of the left hand. Or maybe reach through the left fingertips to the front of your mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, growing a little longer, whether it's through fingertips or crown. And as you exhale, let's bring that left hand down if it was extended. And you're going to pivot your left toes off the mat. The toes can be tucked or untucked. Slowly start opening up your chest to the right side of your mat. Reach to the right fingertips. Grow really tall here through the right fingers, long through that right heel. And if this is too much to keep that right foot floating, then go ahead and bring the right foot to the earth. Find what works for you. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now slowly, let's all release that right foot to the earth. All right, we're gonna play with some balance here. You're gonna press up off the left fingers and come up. First, come up to here. So shoulders stacked over the wrists, shoulders stacked over the hips. And now we're gonna reach to the left fingertips. Reach, 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 and just see what happens if you start to come up onto the right big toe, so your right heel lifts, and maybe your right foot comes off the mat altogether. It's easier said than done. And see if you can play with some balance. Take the gaze where it feels best. If we wobble, if we shake, that's normal. I've been having fun doing this throughout the week. Just try it. One more breath. Do what you can. Exhale, release that right foot down. Bring that left hand all the way up and over. Stretch long through the left side body. Pressing through the outer edge of this right foot here. Right leg extended. Right ankle in line with right hip. And now let's exhale, take the left fingertips down to the earth or palm and send the right arm up and over for gate pose. So we're growing long through the right heel, right fingers. Take the gaze where it feels best in your neck. Maybe stretch to the right side of your neck, look down. Maybe chin to chest. One more breath. Feel the right hip drawing back, left hip under. And now exhale, bring the right hand back to the earth. Left toes come back in line with the left knee. Right knee surrenders down. Great job. Find whatever movement feels good to you here. Cow or cat, or if you need to rotate at the wrists, do that now. And then coming back into a nice strong tabletop, spread the fingers, press the earth away. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale for cow pose. Drop the belly, arch the back, looking up. Exhale, rounding, tucking the tailbone, chin to chest cat. Inhale, cow, open up the heart. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under, chin to chest cat. Okay, coming back to center tabletop. And now from here, we're going to extend the left leg long. Big toe with that left foot points down. Draw the belly in and draw the left hip down towards the mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Option to stay here on both hands. Even weight in both hands. Or maybe we come up onto the right fingertips. Maybe the right fingers reach forward all together. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more, growing long through fingertips, through crown. And as you exhale, right hand comes down. Let's take the right toes off like a kickstand. Remember, you can always tuck them if that's easier. And we're gonna stack now left hip over the right. So feel the right hip drawing under. And let's reach and extend through the left fingertips. Flex that back foot, really active if it's lifted. Always the option to drop the left foot to the floor. Big breath in, big breath out. Now let's play with some balance again. So let's all drop the left foot. Press off of the right fingertips. Let me scoot over. And let's come up. So first come up here, take a mini break. Shoulders over the hips, maybe rotate out the wrists. And this is a nice time to check in. Make sure that you're active through this left leg. Press through the knife edge of that left foot here. Ankle in line with hip. Inhale here. And now let's exhale, reach forward with the right fingertips. Maybe come up onto the big toe of that left foot. Maybe the left toes lift all together and start to find some balance on this right knee, right shin. Easier said than done. Breathing into the belly, navel into spine. One more breath. Whew, great job. Releasing the left fingertips down as it slides down that left leg. Grow long through the right rib cage. Right side body feels this deep stretch. And now let's exhale, leading with the right fingers again. Fingertips or palm come to the earth. Grow long through the left side body. Gate pose here. Feel the right hip drawing under, left hip back. That left arm can be up or bicep in line with ear. One more breath. Exhale, take the left hand down. Right toes come back in line with the right knee. Left knee to the earth. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, tucking the toes under. Lift the knees, hovering tabletop. Hold for the exhale. Again, inhale, press out of the shoulders. Navel in, strong core. Exhale, this time downward facing dog. Slowly start to send the hips up and back. So settle in here. Making any movements that feel good to you. Spread through the fingers. Our first down dog together. Maybe bending the knees one by one. Let the opposite heel be heavy. Continue pressing the mat away. Drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Feel this external rotation in the shoulders. So we're drawing the outer edges of the armpits down to the outside of your mat. Creating space in your neck. So maybe shaking the head yes and no. Maybe pedaling out through the feet. Stretching through the back of the legs. Finding what feels good to you. Feel really strong and supported here. Remember, the knees can bend slightly. No need to force the heels down, but feel the length in your spine. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. Feel the navel drawing in, ribs drawing towards one another as if you're knitting them together. One more breath in. Breath out. Inhale, look between the hands, bend your knees, and take as many steps as you need to come to the top of your mat. Finding ragdoll, heel toe the feet a little wider than the hips, soft bend in the knees to start, and let the head be heavy. Maybe hands to opposite elbow creases. Maybe interlace the fingers and take them to the back of the skull. Possibly embodying seaweed again, so rocking maybe side to side. Just feeling this decompression in your spine. Be kind to your hamstrings. No need to straighten the legs unless that's what your body needs. Maybe shaking the head yes and no again. And then releasing the hands back to the earth. Feel heavy here, ragdoll. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Take a deep bend into both knees. Let the chin tuck into the chest and start to press through the feet. And let's roll ourselves up one vertebra at a time. Bring it out. Taking any organic movement that feels good to you. The neck, the shoulders, the wrists. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. All right, so I'm going to teach you now a breath that's really energizing for me, really nice to practice in the morning, or anytime you just need a little energy boost. And I think we could all use a little bit of energy right now. So I'm going to share with you breath of joy. So how we do this, stand in a comfortable standing position. I personally like to stand a little bit wider than hip width, but maybe you can be hip width or a little wider, but I think it's a little harder when the feet are together. So finding a wider stance, not too wide though. Soft bend in the knees, maybe take a couple bounces. Knees are soft, so you don't want to lock your knees. And it's a 3-part breath, and we use our hands, and I almost feel like I'm an orchestra conductor, because that's literally the movement that we're doing. But once you start to find your flow, you'll start to understand. It might look funny or feel funny at first. That's okay. Look at us. We're at home. Nobody's watching you. Be kind to yourself. Be easy on yourself, and just have fun. So from a comfortable, rooted standing position, knees can be soft. Remember, don't lock your knees. We'll start with the eyes open, and then if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Grounding down. 3 breaths in through the nose, 1 breath out the mouth with the So it's an inhale, hands go forward, around the midsection. Another inhale, outward, ribs expand. Next inhale, hands go up above the head. And then we exhale, just sweep it away. And you don't need to do it super fast. If you start to get lightheaded or dizzy, please take care of yourself. Don't force anything. Sit down, drink water, stand, fix your gaze on something. Just have yourself come back. So rooting down, soft bend in the knees. Inhale. Next inhale. Next inhale. Out the mouth. All right, going a little faster. If you feel comfortable to close your eyes, go ahead. Two more. Last one. Slowly and gently roll yourself up. Eyes can be open or closed. Maybe take the hands to the heart, reconnect, center and ground down here. Just notice how it made you feel. Remember, it's normal to be a little dizzy, lightheaded. If you haven't done this before, don't freak out. Just take care of yourself. If you need to sit down, go ahead. If the eyes need to open, do that. Opening the eyes here if they're closed. Great job. Let's come to the top of our mat. Grounding into mountain pose, spread through the toes. You can stand hip width apart or big toes to touch with a space in the heels. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Palms open to the front of your mat and bring a slight tuck of the chin towards the chest so we elongate the back of the neck. Feel strong here, feel supported, rooting down, big breath in. Let's sigh this one out. Slowly open the eyes. Inhale, reaching through the fingers, palms sweep up and away. Upward salute. Bending the knees softly, exhale, guiding yourself down. Lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, slide the fingertips up the shins to a flat back. Exhale, fold and melt. Planting the hands, step back to a high plank. Take your time, always the option to drop the knees here and come into a half plank. If you do lift the knees, power up the legs, press the earth away. This is energizing practice, so really feel the energy in the whole body. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lifting the hips a little higher, press the mat away even more, and then bend the knees softly, exhale, down dog, take it back. Deep breath here. Let it go. Inhale, send that right leg high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the right knee. Start to stack the right hip over the left and let this right heel be really heavy. So try to get the right heel to draw heavy towards the glutes. Feel this opening in the hips. Try to keep that right shoulder drawing down. One more breath. Returning to three-legged dog on the inhalation. Right hip comes back to center. Exhale, knee towards nose. Shoulders over the wrist. Inhale again, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards nose. One more. Inhale, send it high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards nose. And then lift high on the back toes. Lift the hips higher. Step, scoot, or use your hand to take that right foot to the center. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Take the right hand and then the left hand on top of that thigh, and we start to press up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Feel the left hip drawing forward and the right hip back, and feel this lengthening in your lower back so the tailbone tucks down as the belly draws in. So try to avoid just collapsing here. Press through that right foot. Inhale, reaching through the fingertips. Soften the shoulders down the back as you exhale. Maybe rotate out the wrists here. Give your wrists a little break, show them a little extra love. And we start to soften in, slow down the movement. Low lunge, big breath in. Big breath out. Again, inhale, lengthen up to the sky. Exhale, hands sweep down, out and away, and we plant the hands. Lifting your back knee, step back to high plank as you breathe in. And now exhale, drop the knees and lower all the way down to your belly, elbows hug the side body. Untuck the toes, slightly guide the hands back towards the ribs, and let's lift the heart for baby cobra. Stay low, tuck your tail, gazes down. One more inhale, press through the pubic bone. Exhale, soften and bow. Tuck the toes, press to the knees, and let's go back up, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, any movement you need. This time, the left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee. Stack the left hip over the right, let that left heel be heavy, and draw the left shoulder down. Taking any movements you need in that left ankle, left hip, or stillness, whatever it is that you need, honoring that here, but press out of the shoulders. Inhale, three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and round. Inhale, send it high, three-legged dog. Deep breaths here, exhale, knee to nose. Once more, inhale, send it high. Knee to nose and round. Lift high onto the back toes, hips are higher, step, scoot, or use your left hand to guide it in between the hands. Right knee softens down. Tuck the back toes if you need some more support on that right knee, and let's rise up, either hands on top of that left thigh, or reach all the way up through the fingertips. Settling in, tucking the tail under, finding length in the lower back, soften through the shoulders. If the wrists need to rotate, do it here. Knit the ribs together. Inhale, reaching tall. Reach the fingertips, extend to the sky. Exhale, palm sweep out and away. Plant the hands down. Lift the back knee. Step back, high plank. Big breath in. Exhale, knees down. Lower to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, heart opens, cobra. Exhale, soften down. Again, pressing through the tops of the feet. Lift the kneecaps. Cobra, Bhujangasana, maybe go higher. Exhale, soften down. Tucking the toes, press to the knees. Child's pose. Knees can be wide, knees can be close together. Hands forward or back. Take a moment here, just reconnect. Hands back by the feet, knees closer together if you need a break in the shoulders and the wrists. Just finding what feels good. One more breath. And slowly lifting the gaze, come back to center, coming back into a tabletop, so knees underneath the hips, shoulders over the wrists, tuck the toes, downward dog, send it back. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, right foot, float it high, three-legged dog. And now we're gonna exhale, lift that left heel high, coming up high into the left toes, knee towards nose, step or scoot it forward. Drop the left knee down, rising up, low lunge again, anjaneyasana. And this time, let's add a twist. So as you exhale, take your left hand forward, right hand back. Maybe gaze over that right thumb. Inhale to find length through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist belly, ribs, and chest. Inhale here. Now as you exhale, take your right hand down that left leg. Reach your left fingertips high. Breathe into the left rib cage. Maybe look behind you or just to the side for balance. One more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, take your time. Lift the back knee, three-legged dog, send that right foot high to the sky. Exhale, release the right foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to a high plank, take your time. Exhale, drop the knees, lower to the belly. Toes untuck, lift the heart, baby cobra or high. Exhale, soften and bow. Tuck the toes, either press to the knees first or lift the kneecaps and go up in one line, high plank. Downward dog, send it back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, send the left foot high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, lift that right heel coming up high onto the right toes. Draw the knee towards the nose. Step or scoot it forward. Planting the foot in between the hands, right knee comes down. Rising up, low lunge. Exhale, soften it. Inhale, reach and extend long. Exhale, right hand forward. Take the twist to the left this time. Each inhale, we find length. Each exhale, we find more depth in the twist. Again, inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Inhale again. As you exhale, releasing the left fingertips down, reaching the right hand high, taking this twist over to the left. A little bit more as you breathe into the right rib cage. One more breath in. As you exhale, take the hands, cartwheel down. Lift the back knee, three-legged dog, float it up and back. Downward dog, release the left foot. Rock forward, high plank, breathe in. Exhale, drop both heels to the right. So you're on the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left. Press out of this right shoulder, lift the hips. Extend the left fingertips up. Vashisthasana variation, side plank. Another big breath in. Exhale, left hand slowly comes down, heels come back to center. Inhale here. Switching sides, spin to the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right, lift the hips, right hand high to the sky, inhale. Exhale with control, right hand comes to the mat. Inhale, shifting slightly forward, lower to your belly, either knees down or keep the knees lifted. Untuck the toes, cobra, low or high. Exhale, take it down. Now this time you're going to interlace the fingertips at the lower back. Press through the tops of the feet, just lifting the upper body first. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the knuckles up, opening the chest. Another big breath in. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, lift the heart up. Press the pubic bone down, and maybe exhale, lift the feet this time. Shalabhasana variation, locust pose. Keep the breath flowing, inhale. Hold for the exhale. One more big breath in. Everything goes in towards the midline. Exhale, softly release a cheek to the mat. Hands rest by the side of the body. Maybe shake the hips side to side. You can bend the knees, windshield wipers side to side, whatever feels good to you. Taking this pause. And releasing the feet back down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Press to the knees as you tuck the toes. And let's come back into child's pose. Your version, however you want to rest. Check in with your body. Notice how you feel. Lifting the head. Walk the hands towards the knees. Sitting up. The back of your mat. Draw the knees together. Vajrasana. So in thunderbolt pose, sitting on top of your heels. If this doesn't work for you right now, you can sit all the way down and cross-legged. So from here, inhale, arms reach forward and up. Palms are spread apart. Exhale, cactus the arms. Press the elbows down, take a back bend. Inhale, lengthening, extend through the side body. Exhale, press the elbows heavy towards the earth. One more, inhale, extend, reaching up. And as if there's weights on each elbow, exhale, press them down, lift the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right fingertips to the floor off of your mat. Bend that right elbow, reach the left arm over. And just start to find any movement here in that left shoulder. Whatever this left shoulder needs, left wrist. Breathe. And then pressing off the right fingertips, palm comes up. Inhale, lengthen. Take it to the other side. Exhale, left fingertips or palm come off the mat towards the floor. And just start to find any organic movement in this right shoulder, right wrist. Maybe tuck chin into the chest, stretch to the neck. Inhale, bringing that right hand back up. Left hand meets the right. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment. Slight tuck of the chin towards the chest so the back of the neck is long. Slowly opening your eyes. Hands release. Let's come up onto the knees. Make sure that your knees are hip width apart and that your heels are in line with your knees. And let's tuck our toes. So if you need to, you can pad the knees with a blanket or roll the front of your mat. Let's take the hands to the lower back. Hug the elbows in. And we're finding length and space through the lower region of the spine. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Shine the heart up. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows towards one another. Tuck your tail and press the hips forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press the hips forward for this camel variation. Keep breathing here. If you'd like to go deeper, don't force it. Maybe the hands start to find the heels without looking. But keep finding space in the lower back, space in your chest. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And let's bring the hands back to the lower back. If you found the heels, lifting the spine back up. Untuck the toes. Sitting back down. Maybe palms facing down. On the thighs. Signifying grounding. Just finding this grounding energy through that heart opening. Notice what you've expanded in your heart region here. One more breath in. Sigh it out. Open the eyes. Let's swing the legs out in front of us. Come to your seat. And shake out the legs. Give yourself a little flush, a massage with the hands, whatever you need. Let's remove the flesh from the sitting bones, so sit up tall, and if you need to, you can always sit on a blanket, elevating the hips, a block, or roll the back of your mats. Keep the legs really active, flex through the feet, toes towards the face. Inhale, reach and extend through the fingertips, side body is long. And exhale, leading with the heart, Paschimottanasana. Let's fold. Don't force it. It's not about the nose towards the knees. Think more belly to thighs. And you can add a subtle bend in your knees. Pad your knees with a blanket or block, whatever you need. But try to keep the spine long. Maybe closing the eyes here, or wherever you're grabbing. Maybe massaging that part of the body. Sending that part of your body some little extra love. One more breath here in your forward fold. And then releasing the hands, roll yourself back up. From here, you're going to draw your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. So it's like a tree pose, but you're seated. So your right knee is out. Flex your left foot and angle yourself so your chest, your heart, and your hips are extending towards that left leg. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, let's fold over the left leg. So just like you did with the legs together, finding a long spine, leading with the heart. Try not to round too much in the back body. Stretching through the left leg, left hamstring. Opening up through this right hip. Another breath. Wherever you're grabbing, lightly let go, roll yourself up. Let's bring the fingertips, right fingertips behind the right hip. Sweep your left hand forward, out in front of you, and then up. And let's lift the hips. Press into that right knee. Press into the top of the right foot and right shin. And we're in this variation of baby wild thing. Maybe rotate out that left wrist. Maybe take that left hand to the heart. Whatever feels good to you, but keep pressing out of this right shoulder. One more breath. Lift the hips higher. Exhale. Surrender it back down. Bringing that right knee up and then extending the right leg out. Shake it out. Notice any lengthening in that right leg compared to the left. And let's do it on the other side. So bend your left knee. Draw the sole of your left foot towards the inner right thigh. Angle yourself so you're drawing towards the extended leg. Right foot is active and foot is flexed. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Grow long. Lead with your heart. Exhale, fold. Janu Shirshasana. Head to knee pose. Breathing here. Keeping length in your spine as much as you can. Maybe close down the eyes. Maybe massage whatever part of your body you're holding. You can be propped up on your hands always if that feels better. Meet yourself where you're at. Tuning back into the breath. Notice where it's at in the body, how it feels. Wherever you're grabbing, very gently let go. Roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Left fingertips travel behind the left hip. You can stay on fingertips or onto the palm. Right hand sweeps up and over. Press out of the left shoulder, into the left knee, and left shin, left foot. Big breath here, baby wild thing. Send those hips high. Exhale, guiding yourself gently back down. Opening up, extending that left leg, shake it out. And let's come to our back. Bend the knees, however you want to come to your back. If you want core work, don't use your hands. Maybe travel from boat or just use your arms. Tuck the shoulders and walk the heels towards the glutes, setting up for bridge pose. So make your feet, sure your feet are hip width apart. Touch your heels with your fingertips. Toes point forward, knees are bent. Inhale, pressing through the feet. Feel the quadricep muscles take you up. Tuck the shoulders even more and tuck your tailbone underneath you. So draw the tailbone towards the heels. So there's length here in the lower back. Either grabbing outer edges of your mat, palms can stay pressing down, or maybe interlace the fingers. Press pinkies down into the mat and tuck the shoulders under even more. Back of the neck is long, our glutes are soft. Press through the feet here. Feel the heart opening and expanding with each and every breath. Each and every breath reminds you that you are here in the present moment. Slowly starting to untuck the shoulders. Release the hands from under you. Come back to the earth slowly. Take the feet hip width apart. Let the knees rest on one another for constructive rest. Maybe one hand on belly, one hand on chest, wherever it feels best. Just take a few breaths here. Feel your sacrum releasing into the earth, your lower back grounded, upper back grounded. Each exhalation grounding you down. Just notice what's present, what's been expanded, what's shifted. Inhale through the nose, soft sigh out. Opening the eyes gently, widen the knees again. Let's pick the feet up. Hug the knees in towards the armpits, a little wider here, and maybe rock side to side. Maybe rotate out the ankles, wiggle the toes. And then draw the knees towards one another. Let's lift the forehead up, forehead to knees, big hug here. Releasing back down to the earth. Plant your feet hip width apart, opening up the arms in whatever position feels good to you today. Big capital T with arms open like big wings expanding. You can cactus or grab opposite elbows up above the head. Let's press into the feet to lift the hips off the mat. Scoot the hips to the right and drop the knees over to the left. Finding your spinal twist. You can always take a cushion, a blanket, a pillow in between the thighs, or underneath that left knee if that feels better. Or just let it hang out in space. Closing the eyes back down. Noticing your breath, feeling your breath flow in and out. And then gently bringing the knees back up to center. Feet are planted. We lift the hips off the mat, scoot them to the left this time. Both the knees drop to the right. Shoulders stay grounded, upper back is grounded, and the twist is coming from the navel down. Take your gaze where the neck feels the most at ease, and let's just breathe here. Bringing out any lingering tension. Go. Bringing the knees back up to center. Scoot the hips back to center. Let's lift the knees. Feet come off the earth and maybe rock side to side, resetting the hips. Maybe take the hands to the knees, draw circles on the spine, massaging your lower back. And then when you're ready, releasing the legs one at a time into your final resting shape of Shavasana, whatever that looks like to you today. Legs can go wide, arms wide, or maybe we connect to the breath and feel the breath flowing on the body in and out. Belly, chest rise. If you want to come into reclined butterfly, draw the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open up wide. If you want to go to the wall, do legs up the wall. Just finding what feels good to you. We'll take a slow breath in together, fill all the way up with air. And a soft sigh out the mouth, let it go. Just allowing your whole entire face to relax. The outer edges of your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. Allowing the body to soften one breath at a time. Noticing the thoughts flowing in and out, but not letting them get stuck in there. Just like your breath, they go in and out. Here as long as you need. There's no rush. Whenever you're ready to come back, start to wiggle the toes gently, the fingers. Rotate out the wrists. Maybe taking that big expansive stretch by drawing the legs together. Arms reach up and overhead. Big breath here. And we let it go. Bending the knees one by one and gently roll to one side. Using the upper hand to press yourself back up. Try to make this final transition here with your eyes closed if you can. Coming into whatever final supported seat feels good to you. Moving through the neck on your own, very gently. The shoulders, the wrists. Sitting up tall. Just take a moment here to arrive in your seat. Notice what's been expanded in your body, in your heart, in your mind. Bringing the hands to heart center, lifting the heart to meet the thumbs. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up with air. Slow sigh out the mouth. Bowing the head forward and down towards your fingertips. Wishing you a beautiful day ahead. From my heart to yours. Namaste.